I've so much been looking forward to getting this appliance in our house, the Ninja Foodi. And I know everybody's going crazy trying to get it. It took us a couple months to be able to get one delivered here. So I'm so happy to have it, and I have a chance to cook with it tonight, and I want to show you a lot about it as I'm cooking. Alright, well, everybody's going nuts about it because they know it does something special that other pressure cookers can't do. It can brown the food. But let me just say a little bit about how this works. There's three main functions in the Ninja Foodi. It's a pressure cooker, it's an air fryer crisper, and it's a tender crisper. Okay, but this is how it works. As a pressure cooker, you can saute and you can sear and you can get a high temperature to put an edge on your food. But you can also steam in that function, and it can also slow cook like a slow cooker, crock pot type thing, and it's a pressure cooker. Okay, that's under one kind of function. Another function is the air fryer crisper. Well, you don't have to have a separate air fryer to work this. You can do air crisp, bake and roast, broil, and this model does food dehydrating. So you can have dried fruit, beef jerky, all kinds of things like that. But then, one really special area is in the tender crisp, meaning you cook under pressure to get the tender food already started, and then you put down the crisper lid and you can crisp all these things and brown them. So where you would cook a nice chicken under pressure, you can now brown it when you're done cooking it under pressure. There's just so much to it. Look at all the awesome recipes. This comes with a nice recipe book. This is not like the normal recipes that you get with an appliance where you get like maybe 20 recipes. This has 45 recipes, and they're colored pictures step by step, and it's really an important cookbook because it shows you how to use these functions together. And I really love it. I think it's great. I've been studying this all weekend. Rick started out making a great chicken with it. I'm going to put that link to his video on where he made a beautiful chicken, and it was delicious. Alright, so tonight I'm going to try using it myself, and I'm going to make shrimp and grits. Alright, I'm going to make the shrimp and grits recipe right out of the Ninja Foodi cookbook. Now the Ninja Foodi is a very advanced cooker, so I want to show you a little bit of how it works here. There are two lids that fit onto this. The crisper lid looks a lot like a normal air fryer. If you have one, you'll see that it looks similar in some aspects to an air fryer. Now this lid does not come off. There's also a lid that works as a pressure cooker lid, and that's what we're going to use to get started with these grits. There's a nice container that goes inside, and this is ceramic coated. Into that container we're going to add a half a cup of water. And that's just to bring this dish up to pressure. Then we're going to put the rack in there that came with the Ninja Foodi. It has a high function and a low function, high or low. We're going to make it low so it goes down near the bottom of the pot. Now you can get all kinds of gadgets to go inside and work with here. You can have food dehydrator racks and containers to cook in. We already have this container which will fit right inside here, and that's where I'm going to put the grits. Okay, I'm going to start with a cup of Quaker grits, and I'm going to add 2.5 cups of water. And I'm also going to add some salt here. All right, we're going to lower the grits into the pot. Now here is the pressure lid, and I'll show you while I have it in my hand. There's a seal. This is the vent where you can either seal it or vent it. And as you put this on, we're going to put it in the seal position so that it keeps the pressure inside the pot. When it comes up to pressure, this little red pin here will pop up because of the pressure. And a lot of times you'll hear me say the pin dropped or the pin popped up. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, all right, we're going to put this lid right on the pot and lock it into place. You can see how the colors match up and the lid is in place. We already have it set on vent. Now let's look at the functions. We're going to select pressure and we're going to cook it on high, and we want to change the cooking time to 4 minutes and then press start. Now the pot will heat up and come up to pressure. When it reaches the proper pressure, it will count down from 4 minutes. In the meantime, we're going to get the shrimp ready for the next step. I'm using Wegmans Organic raw shrimp, and this is jumbo size. And I have a bag here of 1 pound. I'm just going to take 16 shrimp out of this bag and save the rest for something else. Now these are peeled and deveined. They're still frozen, but we're going to thaw them out while this pressure cooker is making the grits. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That leaves me with about 10 more shrimp in the bag. So we'll put them back in the freezer. I'm going to run some cool water over these just to get them thawed out in a safe way. Just going to drizzle some cool water out of the faucet over top of them until they start to thaw out. Okay, in the measuring cup, we're going to just get a little sauce ready to toss all over the shrimp. We're going to start with the juice of 1 lemon. So I have a nice Myers lemon here that I'm going to use. Myers lemons have a lot of seeds, so I'm using my little lemon squeezer here. And I use this one because it's not so sour as some of the other really tart lemons. This is actually a cross between a lemon and a mandarin orange, and that's why this gets to be a nice sweet lemon. And a lot of people use it to make lemonade because it's not so tart. And it's really good citrus and vitamin C. Alright, so we have the juice of 1 lemon. And then we're going to put in a teaspoon of olive oil. We're going to add some garlic. And I have the already chopped garlic here. I think this is nice because it's already chopped in nice even pieces. So we're just going to put a healthy amount in here. I think the garlic is a great part of the shrimp and grits. Now I'm going to use some chili powder. I'm using about a teaspoon of chili powder. Give it a little kick. I'm also going to add some garlic powder, also about a teaspoon. And some black pepper. We're going to put some fresh ground pepper in there. And we're just going to mix that up a little bit. And that's what we're going to put on top of the shrimp. And you can see I'm going to show you the Ninja's getting ready. It's building up the pressure, and that little red pin is going to pop. I knew it. So now the pressure is being contained inside the pot, and the countdown of time will soon begin. Now while we're watching that, I always love to hear the sound of the pin pop up, because you know everything's going on. Now I'm taking the shrimp tails off. These have already been deveined and cleaned, but I'm just going to take the shrimp tails off because it's a little nicer to eat in a bowl of grits without any of the shells. These are nice, beautiful shrimp. They're going to be good. Alright, our pot has cooked for 4 minutes, and now it went to a keep warm mode. During the keep warm mode, we're letting the pressure stay in the pot, and we're going to let it escape naturally for 10 minutes. So for 10 minutes it continues to cook a little bit in there, and after 10 minutes we'll let the pressure escape. In the meantime, I took all the tails off of the nice jumbo shrimp, and we made this mixture, and I'm just going to toss the shrimp around in this nice garlicky mixture. We want them to soak up all those nice flavors, chili powder and the garlic and the garlic. And this is really going to be delicious. Alright, so we'll let them sit during this 10-minute period. Already 2 minutes have gone by. We got 8 more minutes, and then I'll show you how we let the pressure out. What else is left to do while we're waiting for the pressure to naturally escape is we can get ready with the cheese and the butter that we're going to add to the grits. Now I have a nice Parmesan Romano shredded cheese here. This is a really nice quality. You can also use, the kind of Parmesan cheese that comes in a canister near your dairy section. They want us to put a 1/4 cup in, but I'm going to put more like a 1/2 cup in. The recipe calls for a 1/4 cup of butter, so that's a 1/2 stick, and it's better if we cut this up into little slices. So we're going to cut it up into maybe about 8 pieces. I've had this sitting out on the counter for a few minutes, so it's already getting a little bit soft. So right like that is what we want. A couple chunks that we can spread out on top of the grits. Okay, now we're up to 10 minutes. We're going to allow the rest of the pressure to escape. And the rest of the pressure has escaped. Let's take off the lid. Wow, okay. Now we're done with the pressure cooker lid, and we'll set that aside. Now we have the grits. I could work right inside this vessel here. I'm going to add, let's just stir these around a little bit. And we're going to start adding the butter and the cheese. So we have all the butter cubes that we just broke up. And we have that 1/2 cup of cheese, the 1/4 cup that turned into a 1/2. Now, let's just mix that in nicely. The grits really cooked nice and creamy. I'm going to set all of the shrimp right on top And I want to kind of spread it out because it's the crisper that's going to actually cook these, and it'll be heat coming down from the top. The garlic, yummy. Now we're going to make sure they're all spread out nicely. How's that look? Alright, now let's take the rest of this nice juice here, full of bits of garlic. We're going to pour that over top also. Now, here's where I want to just poke holes down into the grits because I want these flavors of the pepper, the chili powder, the garlic. I want that all to go down into the grits. So we're going to stop that keep warm function. The pot goes to off. We're going to close the crisper lid. Now, one thing you can notice about the crisper lid is a note on the side, and it says, "Lift the lid to sneak a peek." So there's nothing wrong with opening the lid and seeing if it looks right the way you like it as it cooks. And that's very different than the pressure cooker because it has all that pressure buildup inside. So now we're going to move down to the tender crisp portion, and we're going to select bake roast. Select bake roast. It's 375 degrees, and then we want to change the time to 10 minutes and start. And now you can hear the fan inside that's blowing the hot air down to the shrimp to cook it. What an awesome appliance. Alright, we're halfway through here. I just want you to take a sneak peek along with me here. Let's see what's going on. Ooh, look at that shrimp is cooking. Look at the... Oh my goodness. Alright, let's keep it going. All you do is lift the lid, look, and get back to business. Nice. Okay, time's up. Let's get that canister out here. Take a look. Let's take a look. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Simmering, bubbling. It looks perfect. Look at the little crispy brown points on the shrimp. Oh my word. Let's get this out of the container. Alright, I'm going to lift the basket right out onto a trivet. Alright, here we go. Let's put some of these shrimp and grits into a bowl. Oh my word. Look how cheesy and creamy. I forget when I say it's shrimp and grits, it's really shrimp and cheesy grits. Wow. Nice creamy grits, and then we're going to top them with a little bit more cheese and a little bit of fresh chives. Thanks for watching my first try with the Ninja Foodi. I hope you liked it. I think it's great. I'm falling in love with it already. Thanks for watching my video.